world's strangest and most eerie archaeological discoveries that leave viewers feeling. Mysterious Universe greets all of you. Dear friends, the golden years of archaeology are still ongoing. The world still conceals many mysteries, from giant fossils, or perhaps the great treasures from thousands of years ago, all containing secrets that puzzle scientists and archaeologists seeking answers. After many centuries, there are still things they cannot find answers to. And to this day they remain unsolved mysteries. Join Mysterious Universe in exploring the strangest and most eerie archaeological discoveries in today's The Anonymous Tomb. If you drive north from Karang City, you'll encounter something completely intriguing. A road leading to a mountain, at the foot of which is a slope. It's not just a door, but a cube-shaped building dating back to the 2nd century BC. Archaeologists believe it's some kind of tomb, but it's so ancient that they cannot be certain about anything else. What's even more puzzling is that although it looks like a door, there's no way to open it and explore inside. Izakaya. But ultimately, who is Izakaya? To this day, we still don't know, and it remains a mystery to archaeologists. Giant treasure in 1700-year-old ghost ship. Recently, 2 ghost ships buried under the sea for centuries that Israel just excavated were filled with valuable treasures, including exquisite jewelry and ancient coins of great worth. The Israel Antiquities Authority stated they were found in shallow waters not far from the Caesarea coast. The cargo remained intact, though the shipwrecks were scattered over a wide area after centuries of sea battering. One of the 2 ghost ships dates back 1,700 years. The other about 600 years, and likely sank under similar circumstances. They were hidden in waters only about 400 meters from the water surface. According to sources, from these 2 ghost ships, scientists recovered many precious artifacts. The most valuable item is an octagonal gold ring set with a large blue-green gemstone, engraved with the figure of the Good Shepherd with astonishing intricacy. Another ring was set with a red gemstone shaped like a lyre. They also found many other jewelry and decorative items like a bronze eagle statue, a masked Roman deity statue, numerous bronze bells and incense burn, dozens of giant bronze nails, pump components, and an iron anchor. Additionally, the ships were scattered with ancient coins from various eras, dating from 600 to 1700 years old. These artifacts are giant treasures with collection and archaeological value. Even in their own time, they were extremely precious items. However, the entire treasure and remains of these 2 ghost ships are still being collected and studied by the Israel Antiquities Authority. Scripts in Qin Dynasty Archaeological Site. In 2002, in Shaanxi area, Hunan, China, an archaeological team conducted excavations at the ancient Lié city and discovered a site from the. After careful planning and exploration, they discovered a large archive containing bamboo slips written in Chinese characters from the Qin. In total there were over 37,000 bamboo slips, called the Lié slips. And this is considered one of China's most important archaeological discoveries of the 21st century. The Lié slips contain information that differs from what is known in Orthodox history. This raises questions about misunderstandings in history and important events. Some information on the Lié slips is believed to have the potential to change how we understand history. This may challenge current hypotheses and inferences about important events during the Qin dynasty. An important event during the Qin dynasty was the burning of books and burying of scholars, when many types of books were burned and scholars were buried alive to eliminate opposing ideology. The Lié slips may contain information about the eradicated ideologies, opening opportunities to explore more about this. With over 200,000 characters in a decayed state, decoding and fully understanding the content of the Lié slips is a major challenge. The Lié slips are the largest and most significant ancient documents in Chinese history, containing valuable information about the culture, politics, and society of the Qin dynasty, although the Liais slips have not been fully disclosed. Their discovery and study have marked a significant turning point in archaeology and provided an exciting opportunity to delve deeper into China's history and culture in the past. Giant sea dragon fossil. The giant sea dragon fossil was discovered in a reservoir in Sulan County and is the largest, most complete ichthyosaur specimen ever found in the UK. This fossil is nearly 10 meters long and has a skull weighing 1 ton. This fossil is also considered the first specimen of a particular ichthyosaur species named Temnodontosaurus trigonodon found in the UK. It is known that this giant marine reptile lived alongside dinosaurs with a dolphin-like shape, going extinct about 90 million years ago after first appearing 250 million years ago. The giant sea dragon fossil was first discovered in February last year by Sir David, head of the conservation team Lettersir in Guilatris, at the Water Nature Reserve managed by Allen Water. When expert David was reconstructing the landscape, including draining water from the lake, he discovered vertebrae protruding from them. A large-scale excavation was conducted in August and September by paleontologists, led by Dean Lomax, an ichthyosaur specialist. Lomax said the size and completeness are what make this fossil truly special, even being the largest complete specimen found globally. This was a top predator at the peak of the food chain, so it would eat other ichthyosaurs, large fish, and if it caught squid, it would eat squid as well. However, according to expert Lomax, this discovery is just the tip of the iceberg, with much more to uncover about the specimen after the rock blocks are cleared. Mysterious remains in an ancient coffin. Archaeologists discovered a tomb while excavating at an ancient cemetery in the city of Reims, in northeastern France. Upon opening the tomb, they found an intact 1,800-year-old Roman coffin. According to experts, the coffin is made of limestone and sealed tightly with 8 iron clamps. This indicates the tomb had never been looted, with the coffin lid estimated to weigh about 770 kilograms. Accordingly, to preliminarily examine what was inside the coffin, experts took X-rays and inserted an endoscope camera. Thanks to this, researchers found a set of remains and burial goods inside the coffin. Among the burial goods were a small incense burner, an amber ring, and a comb. From these artifacts, experts believe the remains in the coffin are likely those of a woman. This woman lived around the 2nd century AD and was about 40 years old at the time of her death. Notably, besides jewelry, inside the woman's coffin were 4 oil lamps, 2 glass bottles that may have been used to hold perfume. With these findings, experts speculate the woman belonged to the local upper class or may have been a foreigner who settled there. However, all of this is still speculative. Researchers hope that tests, analyses, and DNA comparisons of this woman with previously excavated remains at Reham will help decode the mysteries of ancient life. Mystery of the giant tooth in the Alps. Scientists from the University of Bonn, Germany, announced on April 28 fossils of 3 species of ichthyosaurs, giant marine reptiles that lived in the primordial ocean. They were discovered in the Swiss Alps, including one of the largest teeth. With a slender body and small head, the ancient leviathan weighed up to 88 tons and was 20 meters long. This is one of the largest animals in the world. They first appeared about 250 million years ago in the early Triassic period, and smaller dolphin-like species existed until 90 million years ago. However, most giant ichthyosaur species went extinct 200 million years ago. Unlike dinosaurs, ichthyosaurs left almost no fossil traces, so they remain mysterious creatures to this day. These fossil specimens date back 205 million years, were excavated from 1976 to 1990 during geological surveys, but have only been analyzed in detail recently. According to scientists from the University of Bonn, these specimens were found at an altitude of 2,800 meters, Throughout their lives, all three species swam in the waters around the supercontinent Pangaea. But due to plate tectonics and the uplift of the Alps, these fossils were pushed to increasingly higher positions. Previously, ichthyosaurs were thought to live only in deep oceans. But these fossils are believed to have once lain at the bottom of an area near the East Sea. It is known that 2 skeletons were found, one consisting of 10 rib fragments and 1 vertebra, indicating the animal was about 20 meters long, larger or smaller than the largest ichthyosaur found in Canada. The second animal was 15 meters long, based on estimates from 7 vertebrae found. However, scientists were particularly impressed with the tooth found that had a root diameter of 60 millimeters. The largest specimen in a complete skull and belonging to an ichthyosaur nearly 18 meters long. From here, they can explore more interesting things about this giant ancient creature in future analyses. A giant dragonclaw caused a stir during road construction in Shidi village. In Mapping Town, Wugong City, Shaoyang County, Hunan Province, an excavator unexpectedly dug up a large rock shaped like a dragonclaw at the foot of Longtaoling. Because the stone looked like a dragon's claw, with a shiny blue patterned surface, the workers were somewhat confused, fearing that this large rock might be a rare fossil, and quickly notified the local authorities and relevant units. Very quickly, officials from the Wugong City Cultural Relics Protection Office arrived at the scene to inspect. Unfortunately, after inspection, this person concluded that the rock was not a fossil, but natural stone, only its somewhat special shape caused the misunderstanding. Currently, staff from the Shaoyang Cultural Relics Protection Department have also come to the scene too, but the results have not yet been announced. Regarding how to handle this strangely shaped rock, the committee is still awaiting assessments from relevant departments, and only after official assessment can a decision be made. And to this day, whether this is truly the claw of a giant dragon or simply an ordinary rock remains a mystery to us. Dear friends, thus the mystery of the giant dragon claw concludes our exploration journey today. Thank you for taking the time to watch our video today. And now, goodbye and see you again.